Welcome back to our deep dive into the Incredible Hulk Volume 1 from 1962. This is issue number 4 of 6 of the original series before it became Tales to Astonish. And this issue features two feature-length. It features two feature-length. It has two feature-length Hulk thrillers in this issue. The first one is The Monster and the Machine. And the second one is Mongu, Gladiator from Space.
The last one was in September. So it seems like it's coming out every other month.
Every other month, I guess, yeah. Or at least that's, sometimes the cover date is not even the same month it actually comes out. So 12 cents and, fantasy as you like it. This is how I like it. I've never been a big fan of having panels on a cover. Sometimes they do that where there's they have a range of things they want to advertise to you. But I think it always ruins the cover. I'd rather have one coherent image.
Yeah.
Because the cover image tends to be sensationalized or sometimes just a total misconception of what's actually inside. So why not just have one really arresting image of him fighting Mongu? We don't care that he's in like the James Bond laser trap thing.
Right. Yeah, I see. Mongu is the more interesting.
You get two scaled down images that are cropped, and it waters it down for me.
That's a nice underbite. Underbite the Hulk's going there.
Yeah.
He's the bulldog of monsters.
He's part Frankenstein, part Wolfman, part Jekyll Hyde, part Bulldog.
Bulldog.
So Rick is using this gamma ray on the Hulk. He usually doesn't operate the machine, but
I mean, if anybody says I've never operated this machine before, one mistake and it can mean death for the Hulk. And
maybe for himself too.
Right, and you're just gonna do it.
Gonna have to try.
Jeepers.
The Monster and the Machine, like those straps could hold the Hulk. Puny straps. So he's trying to cure him. He's trying to. Maybe this could be the final cure.
Well, like we saw in the
bombarding him with a belt of radiation or a bomb, that's only made him a different version of the Hulk, so he thinks.
Well, and true, since last issue, he has not turned back to Banner.
That's true. So maybe this is one last desperate measure. Fight fire with fire, more radiation. That'll solve everything. So this is a cool close-up of his hand with the red danger background. How did it all start, though? Let's go back.
Oh, boy,
back
here we go.
Time.
Oh, back to Betty. But miles away. Betty is pining away.
So she's looking at this picture. How did she get a picture of Bruce Banner?
Because in the very first issue,
she
just met. And then she keeps thinking about Bruce, but then she's always saying, but since I met Bruce, all I've ever come in contact with is the Hulk.
He's got his purple coat on, too. I thought he usually wears purple pants. He looked his best in purple. That's what he got photographed in. Yeah, that's another thing, as we were talking last issue. They don't copy and paste the panels when they're recapping the story. And in this, I noticed they didn't do that either. Because this panel of them first meeting doesn't appear in the first issue.
Right.
Betty, this is Dr. Bruce Banner, the man who created the gamma bomb. It's a pleasure to find that America's most famous scientist is also so young and handsome. You were too kind, Miss Ross. She doesn't say that to him in the first issue when they first meet. They barely interact. She's just kind of off to the side, and Thunderbolt Ross is talking to him. So they're kind of like... I like to think of it as this is how this character remembers it happening.
Right.
Just like we all have our own... tainted, biased version of events happening.
Got Igor back there. He's a mouth breather.
Yeah, in her memory, Igor didn't even have eyes or teeth. Just like a little meat sack, a hollow meat sack. So then, of course, we get the famous story of him rushing out to rescue Rick Jones because he was playing harmonica on his dune buggy in the test field. And, it's even more truncated now. We've gotten this recap of the origin a few times in these first few issues, and it's getting shorter every time. And he becomes more distant.
Ooh.
And she knows there's some kind of connection between this Hulk character, Bruce Banner, and Rick Jones. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Ooh.
I know.
It's very operatic looking.
Yeah. It's very Frankenstein or something, or King Kong almost.
Right. Yeah.
All the searchlights and he loves
Aw.
wrecking scientific equipment, as we've established.
He takes her back to Bruce's place.
And suddenly Rick Jones dashes in. And this is the most incredible fact of all. Only that one young teenager in all the world is able to control the superhuman Hulk. I guess that's kind of the unique nature of this. The relationship is like a seemingly ordinary kid can
Right.
control can barely control the most powerful being on the planet.
It's right there. Come on, Betty. Come on.
What is something here?
Oh, man.
I've got to tell Dad, if he can find Rick Jones, perhaps we'll be able to learn what has happened to the missing Bruce Banner.
And she runs right out onto a testing site.
Yeah, and this is actually their iceberg rocket. So in the 60s, apparently, they were working on some iceberg rocket technology. And it's just pretty much what it sounds like. It's very clown-looking.
Very.
I was reading the black and white reprint of this before we did this episode. I didn't realize it was red and checkerboard like that. It's really it's really corny looking in color. So, this is their new plan to capture the Hulk. They've already realized that Rick Jones is the key to luring the Hulk out.
Right.
Betty's kind of put this together a little bit after the fact. She thinks she has a new idea. And they have a jet-powered facsimile of the Hulk. Yeah, fire facsimile. That's not the Hulk. That's they recreated some kind of like test dummy with rockets in his feet.
So graceful.
And just like the real Hulk, he's flying through the sky and can be frozen by this rocket that it unleashes a chemical that will freeze the Hulk.
A special chemical.
A chemical which instantly turns into a solid cake of ice. It's kind of got a sad expression. And now they do the Captain America on him, I guess.
Right.
But they've shown that chains and nets and rock and he can break through so many different things.
Right.
I don't know why they think, what's the strongest material? I know, ice. With a facial expression like that, maybe it all starts to make sense. He's in a mania.
Oh.
What did you want to tell me? Never mind. Just play with your ice, Dad. No, she says it's about the Hulk and Rick Jones. I'm sure that Bruce Banner's disappearance is tied in with both of them. Bruce might be injured or a prisoner or worse.
It's a weird walk.
Bah! Yeah, he puts his arms behind himself and like lurches forward.
Yeah.
He leans forward like some kind of weird bird.
Yeah.
I've got more to worry about than one missing scientist, and a troublesome scientist at that. Dad, if you can find Rick Jones, you'll not only find Dr. Banner, but you might find the Hulk as well. I'm sure that boy knows the answer to the riddle of the Hulk. Maybe there's something in what you say. That's what he did last issue.
Yeah.
He figured out that Rick Jones was the key to getting the Hulk.
So he just gets on the phone that alerts
And
everyone.
he talks on the phone the way that like old men talk on their smartphones, where they like, hold it in front of their face instead of up to their ear and like talk at it. It's weird.
Oh, that's funny.
Even as the order is barked out, Rick Jones speaks to the silent, unmoving Hulk. I like Hulk's posture when he's like under the control of Rick. He's in total like zombie mode, and he's a rope belt.
Yeah.
Rick made him put that on. He's like, your pants are sagging too much, buddy. So Rick's having his breakfast, and he says, we can't go on like this. We got to change you back into Bruce Banner.
He doesn't make Hulk
And
a
he's
big old stack of pancakes.
Yeah, Hulk's got to be hungry. And he's recapping, he's by some strange miracle, he's subject only to Rick's commands. We saw him travel through that gamma belt, and the
right.
energy was transmuted through the shuttle down to Rick from
to the
space.
control panel.
And Margot's screaming in the background. So he sees the troops outside the cottage. Uh-oh, they can't find the Hulk. That'll be trouble. Hulk flies through the wall, as he's wont to do. And the mightiest living thing on Earth makes a fantastic leap, powered by muscles so powerful that he seems to be flying. I love how they emphasize that. He's not actually flying, but he gives the appearance of flight. Like
it's enough to fool that one army dude.
Yeah, he's unstoppable now. That's what I've heard.
Oh, there he is.
"What do you guys want?" This is the guy that says it every time.
Yeah, it's
Strange. I could have sworn I saw some sort of figure go flying by. Better not mention it to anyone. They'll think I've flipped. They told me to shut up too many times.
And then we have Thunderbolt there getting all aggressive on. He's wearing
He's
lifts.
threatening to arrest. Yeah, he needs a couple inches. He's threatening to place Rick under arrest, and Rick is like, "No, I'm not going to rat on him. He did last issue, but he's not going to do it again."
He knows that the general's a jerk.
He says, "How can I tell them that Bruce Banner is really the Hulk? And yet, if I don't produce Dr. Banner soon, I'm going to be in big trouble. They may even accuse me of murdering him." Meanwhile, he's just having a ball. Meanwhile, propelled by his prodigious leap, the one living creature who holds the key to the mystery of Bruce Banner zooms through the air.
That's crazy.
Mindlessly, aimlessly, too far from Rick Jones to receive any further mental commands. So there's a limit of proximity on the mental command thing. And I was just saying he's not really a superhero. He's kind of a misfit, a monster that's hunted, but he does good deeds. This school bus is stalled out on the train tracks, as often happens when you're going to school. And who comes to save the day but the swooping Hulk, like Superman, right at the last second. In fact, his legs are going to get hit, it looks like. Somewhere deep within the monster's brain, a tiny spark of Bruce Banner comes to life. And then, without conscious thought, moving like a gigantic living battering ram, the Hulk takes over, performing a feat which no other living human could have accomplished.
I love how the kids are looking out.
Who's that? Was it something human? Children's description pronounced as hysteria by authorities. Bus driver admits that he was drinking a little bit. That's what. No, that's funny that it admits what.
Oh yeah.
The amazing incident occupied the headlines during the next 24 hours, but after that, it was soon swept away by the rush of other events. And now we have a film set not far away, and they're like, "This is a monster movie. You got to look scared. You're not convincing me." And they, this is like cartoon.
Yes.
Like a little gag they would set up, like, "I really want to hear you scream. Oh, that's the stuff. Why? I guess I'm such a good director. I got you to react. Oh my God! Holy Hannah, she wasn't acting. Let me out of here. Run for the hills, boys." Hulk hates cameras. And then at the studio commissary, like, I guess they didn't hear all that
the screaming
hubbub
and
there.
right.
"Stop shoving! I was first in line." Food. That's one of my favorite panels in this issue.
Yes.
It's a weird gesture to be making. Food.
Oh, poor Hulk. Oh my gosh.
That's got to be hot.
Whoa.
He's eating up the tomato soup or whatever it is.
Oh.
And he's got a turkey leg. When some of the stagehands are gonna corral him here. Yeah, right.
Who's he gonna? Oh, whoa! I forgot about this.
This is a new feat. I don't think he's done this yet, right?
No.
He does his thunderclap. So he does a mind-staggering thunderclap, and it hurts everybody's ears, and he jumps away, like as if
weird
from
posture.
a diving board or something.
Yeah.
And once again, the most powerful pair of legs on Earth catapult the Hulk into the sky. And he's back in the city, flying through the air.
That's so crazy.
But a faraway thought reaches his clouded brain. Hulk, I need you. This is Rick. Come to me, Hulk. Follow the trail of my thought." Thoughts leave trails through the air from the person that thinks them to who's receiving them. We're all familiar with that. And Rick's on his way to prison.
Oh, poor Rick.
When...
Oh, God.
Imagine if you saw that in your rearview mirror. Oh, my God. It'd be terrifying.
That's
What's
funny.
that in the mirror? Where? I don't see... Wait, now I see it. Oh, you meant that giant green guy with the purple pants.
That's great. Oh,
And he doesn't
wow.
wreck the car. He swoops him cleanly out and does like a upward
Right, without
upward lilt.
touching down.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's aerodynamic. So like a human catapult, the Hulk soars through the air with his teenage burden until he reaches a familiar location, and they're going to go back to their lair here. So it's just a little further. Let me open this up.
poor
You'll love
Hulk.
it in here. Trust me. It's great. And I love also that, initially this cave was just like a cage for him, basically, like
Right.
a cell. But now it's got all this equipment. In the meantime, they've like created a little lab here. So now we're back to the beginning of like, I read through your instructions. Half the jazz you wrote in this instructional manual, I couldn't even understand. But what else is he going to do at this point?
Right. He's
He
got to try
can't
something.
Babysit him his whole life. He's got to.
Gosh. I mean, has he even slept?
Yeah, when's the last time you got to eat or bathe? Try,
Ah.
Rick.
So he's in it. He's
Hooking him up to the machine.
God,
If he gives him too
scary.
much juice, they'll both be blitzed. If I don't give him enough, anything might happen, but I've got to do it.
Oh man.
Who knows how much gamma radiation he's going to bathe the Hulk in this
And is he
time.
going to just stand there next to the machine while
Yeah,
he
at
bathes?
least wear like an apron or something. It's working. He's Bruce Banner again. Got to stop the rays now. Maybe just stop it, and you don't have to announce that. No one's
Right?
listening to you. You're talking to yourself.
Nobody self-narrates their life.
He has no thought bubbles, apparently. Most of the time, he keeps those thoughts for the Hulk. Everything else he has to say out loud.
Oh.
So he drags him away from the gurney or whatever he was on, the operating table. Suffering snakes. What do I do now? I gotta start saying
Oh,
that.
man.
Suffering snakes. He's still breathing. He's moving. Here, Doc, take a swig of this tonic. Weak, hard to move. What happened?
Poor Bruce. Oh, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, so that, I think I glossed over that a little bit. He had his unskilled hands fumble for an instant over the delicate controls, and by the time the gamma rays are finally extinguished, it was a little too big of a dose,
Dude.
and that's why he's confined to this wheelchair as he recuperates. He's got a purple blanket that he can rip, just like his purple
Right.
pants. But he's grateful to just be human again, even if he's in
Yeah.
the wheelchair. He says, well, I just gotta deal with it. That's the price you pay.
It's interesting that he, when in this weakened state, that he considers how beneficial the Hulk's strength is to him.
Yeah.
And how, okay, I'm going to use my skills and alter the machine so I'll be able to become the Hulk whenever I want to.
Well, yeah,
Which-
that's at least use your curse to try to control it and like guide it.
Right. Which it looks like Rick is not
This
not
is
going
a terrible
for.
idea. Well, this is a fun idea too because we're only in issue 4, and the Smart Hulk has been a thing for a long time. I mean, there was the Joe Fixit Gray Hulk that's kind of like a conniving, scheming. He's intelligent,
Right,
but
yeah.
he's criminally intelligent. And then there's Smart Hulk, who kind of parts his hair in the middle in the 90s, and he's got all the Hulk's musculature, but he's he's super smart too. And I remember when they changed Mark Ruffalo Hulk to be the
Right.
Smart Hulk. There was a lot of pushback online about that. People didn't like it, but it's true to the character's history because this is the first appearance of Smart Hulk. Technically,
Technically it
you don't
is,
really
yeah.
make that big of a deal about it. But as you were saying, his hypothesis is if he dials it in just right and blasts himself again, the answer is
Yeah.
always more radiation. with him.
Exactly.
So he does it. He says, "Gosh, Doc, you juggle those dials like a whiz. Hey, you're changing again."
And Rick never steps out of the room. It's just let it go.
It worked. You're the Hulk again, but do you have Bruce Banner's brain? He's getting up. I didn't will him to. I've lost control over him, so there goes that idea.
Okay.
What if he's as dangerous as before? If I can't control him, I'll be a goner. I could see that being annoying as a writer of okay, I've established that he has control over him, but then when you want to do other things with the Hulk, you have to come up with excuses of oh, he's too far out of distance for the mental control, or this or
Right.
that has influenced him. So I can see why they're going away from that direction now.
Yeah.
So he's scared
It
that
served
the
its
Hulk is
purpose.
going to bitch slap him again, as he often does. Most issues, he gives him a nice backhand here. He's cooked. That's what the kids are saying now, too. I'm cooked, Rick. Rick, you wonderful,
Aw.
loyal, empty-headed kid. I did it. The ray works. I have the Hulk's body, the Hulk's strength, but I can still think like Bruce Banner. Man, that's the coolest. Can you stop crushing my bones? So, yeah, he's Smart Hulk now. Do you realize what I can accomplish with my brain and the Hulk's strength? I can do anything.
Oh boy.
Anything. Ha ha ha.
As he destroys the equipment.
Yeah, he's still a little demented, as we find out. Like it kind of gives him some rough edges being the Hulk, even though he can think like a normal person now. He says, I've arranged the controls so that I can work them myself. I can change back to Bruce Banner anytime I want to. So now we're really throwing the night and day thing out the window at this point. And this is where Rick Jones thinks, well, he's got Banner's brain, but he sounds fiercer, crueler, and he still seems dangerous. So it's not a fix-all. He's still got that. I think we're moving in the direction finally of Hulk angry. You know, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets.
Yep. And it's interesting that Rick is the one that notices it because he was there at the very beginning. So if it were a movie and it was Rick, thinking this, it's like he's the one who's got to know.
Start a logbook of all the changes he's witnessing to be more of a scientist about it. So they see that there's a family trapped inside this burning building.
Oh no!
And the Hulk's peeking through. It's like, this is a weird transition for me because this kid's got a very punk haircut.
Oh, yeah.
But we have, it appears to be a mother, right? Don't cry, Bobby, we'll get out somehow. The smoke, it's blinding me, can't see, can't breathe. It looks like an adult and some kids. And then the Hulk tears the walls off to rescue them. And he throws them away.
It into a dry
into
desert.
The desert. Yeah. And then there's like the father. And then it appears to be a younger girl. Maybe that was the younger girl, like reassuring one of the really young children, but I didn't know where the father was in that first panel. There, children, don't cry. The fire's out. We're all safe now. I don't understand. It happened so fast. The wall, it just vanished. Didn't vanish, Sonny.
That's a little
I got rid of
aggressive.
it for you. Doesn't he sound like the Thing when he's in this mode? Very, like, hey, watch where you're going, Sonny. I don't know. He's got like that Brooklyn kind of like tough guy speak.
Yeah, it's definitely got an aggressive tone to it.
I like how that this father's like, there. There. That's what you tell your kids after you just escaped a fire and your house is on fire. There.
And then, of course, the local deputy races onto the scene with his gun.
I'll be blamed. That's something the Thing would say. It's that monster they've been broadcasting an alarm on the radio about. I'll get him. Yeah, right.
Oh, gosh.
He's looking a little grayer in this lighting. It's still green, but it's kind of... It's cool how they mute the colors like that. Save a man's family and they shoot at you. Come on, Rick, we're taking off. So this, even in his smart form, they're reinforcing this idea that the Hulk does good things and then gets attacked and he's always the human beings are ungrateful for him. He's always going to be at war with humans.
He's always the monster.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never see the man.
So the deputy calls and says, nobody's going to be safe till we destroy this monster. And it almost looks like he's like
running like an ape.
Yeah, with his hand is almost touching the ground. I know he's supposed to be high up in the air, but the perspective's really funky angle. He's sick of being shot at and hounded. Where do you think they're going? So he goes on back to his lab and he stands on this platform and now he can operate it with his toes.
Toe control.
Rick still stands right next to the blast.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't understand how radiation works.
That would explain why Rick easily becomes a Hulk.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's got to add up over
Rick
time.
looks a little evil there.
Yeah. And his teeth are flesh colored.
Yeah.
Boy, Doc, it's a relief to have you back again. As you, that Hulk was beginning to scare even me. Can't talk, Rick. Tired, very tired. He gets in his stripy pajamas and Rick tucks him in.
Wow.
Even though the Hulk now has my brain, he is still a raging Goliath, still hard to control. I pray he never turns on me or on mankind, but mustn't tell Rick, mustn't worry the boy. So much to think about, so much to do. Rick's like, get some sleep. The Hulk's still a problem, but at least we're at a logical stopping point for the next story. And our B story is another sci-fi epic. We've got a gladiator from outer space, and we're starring the Hulk, Bruce Banner, Rick Jones. I like that Bruce Banner and the Hulk are billed separately.
Those tires on that thing doesn't look like it's coming from outer space.
That's high tech.
That's gonna hold them up. It's like, did you
underwhelming.
Get from a laundry cart or something?
I do like this perspective of the landing gear. You see the
Yeah.
landing gear come in. That's kind of a creative way to show, you're in
Oh,
the middle
absolutely.
of a city here, and suddenly, what the hell is this? You get those off of an old lawnmower? And everybody's like, what is it? It must be a creature from another world. Who's going to be coming out? I am Mongu!
Or that Mongu.
Mongu. No further explanation, because we're back in the lab of the Hulk.
He must be feeling better. He's smoking.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good
having
for
a
you.
pipe. I should be the last one to call anyone else a monster, Rick. He naturally
Aw.
sympathizes with Mongu.
A little sassy
Rick's
today.
like, check this out on the news. I have come to Earth to issue a challenge, Mongu says. A challenge. I challenge Earth's mightiest mortal to meet me in hand-to-hand combat. If your champion defeats me, I shall depart forever. If Mongu wins, we're going to invade. Send me a champion who can weld, I think it's supposed to be wield, who can wield a 2-ton axe like me. There's a couple of typos in this issue I noticed. There's the weld, and we'll see another one coming up. So he's going to await the champion in the lonely part of Grand Canyon. So find the loneliest part of Grand Canyon. You'll find Mongu crying. So if no one arrives before sunset, he'll know that you're chicken and the attack is going to begin. So that's the final word of Mongu. Bye.
Hey, Mongu.
So he's going off to the Grand Canyon. And, he's got the checkered purple pants on today. So
yeah.
he means business. He's like, well, if he's real, we know only one person's going to be able to help. Let me get my underwear on. They match my checkered pants. So he uses his toe controls.
Oh my gosh, I love that panel.
I know. Don't step on the wrong one. They're all so close together, and the Hulk's toes are as big as the damn foot. So good luck maneuvering that. This is a pretty cool transition.
Yeah.
Look out for the rays. It's working. I'm changing.
Looks like it doesn't hurt anymore.
He got more chest hair than usual.
Yeah, he's a hairy dude.
And now Mongu has a date with the Hulk.
Ooh.
Don't just stand there, kid. Get moving. I may need you. And, now that he's smart, it's like, well, does he need him? What is Rick Jones's purpose, really?
Exactly.
He's going to change from being completely in control, verbally and thought controlling the Hulk, to more being like the conscience of the Hulk, or like his moral center or something like that.
I like how that they chartered a plane.
A hastily chartered twin jet.
This little green glop in there.
Yeah, how did they explain that? And why doesn't he just jump?
Exactly.
We've already established he can jump great distances and basically fly. So after long, anxious minutes, look, there he is. Mongu's on this plateau. It must be the loneliest part of the Grand Canyon. Just wait till he gets a better look at you, Hulk. It is you. It is the one I've been waiting for. You expected me?
That's an odd
He's
profile.
gonna weld that axe.
Yeah.
Something smells fishy about all this. Give me that club. Just like I figured, nothing but cardboard and cork. The whole thing's a phony. Indeed, Mongu is a phony, and all these soldiers come out with their Russian-looking hats.
Oh boy.
An alien from outer space. Ha! How easy it was to deceive you. My true name is Boris Monguski. And
Mongu.
Monguski. It's a family name. You can call me Mongu, though. And my real mission is to capture you, as I have done.
Yeah, looks like it.
So, of course, we know that bullets aren't going to do anything to the Hulk, but look at that hardware they're carrying, Hulk. Can't take a whole platoon of these cats. Shut your yap and listen to me. I'm going to pulverize these crumbs. When I give the word, lie flat and cover your ears. Now get out of my way.
He's
Right?
so aggressive.
It's a very early thing. The thing would go on those rages sometimes.
Right.
All right, comrades, if you want me, come and get me. And he's going to do like the Yoshi butt slam.
Yes.
Suddenly, moving with blinding speed, which seems impossible for one so huge, the Incredible Hulk leaks into the air.
Appearance of his speed increase now.
Yeah, suddenly he's not so lumbering, right? As long as he's jumping. And he comes down, he moves so fast they can't even hit him. And boom! Boom, really.
Crazy.
Boom! Striking the earth like a mighty meteor, the Hulk causes an explosion of unimaginable intensity. So now we've seen a few Hulk feats. We've seen him withstand bullets and break out of chains. We've seen him rip the walls off of a building, walk through a brick wall. We've seen the thunderclap that deafens people and knocks them away. Now we've seen the slam or the jump slam.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. I
Oh,
like how
just-
rubbery those.
Yes.
They didn't really stand a chance against him, did they?
Oh gosh.
I'll just scoop up their toys while they listen to the bells ringing in their dumb heads. Good thing you held your ears like I warned you, kid. What? Held what? So one of them has a live grenade and he just catches it. Boom.
Oh,
That's a cool transition.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Didn't even hurt him.
Wow.
Those commies think they're playing with kids. Hulk hates the
Wow.
communists. So unknown to the Hulk, the Reds had one remaining person inside the strange ship, and they're going to use a sound gun on him, which is something I think they brought up in the Edward Norton. Maybe it was in the Ang Lee one too, but in the Edward Norton Hulk, I think I remember they had a sonic weapon they used on the Hulk in that version of the movie.
Oh.
And so not only can Hulk be subdued with a really powerful hose, but also with mind control from the gargoyle, if you remember that,
Right.
mind control from Rick, or a sonic wave. He has
Boy.
super sensitive ears. We haven't really established that, but he hears really well, apparently. So well that
Okay.
he's really susceptible to strong sounds.
I love this. I love this whole.
The brilliant
Series of
brain of
events.
Banner, combined with the tremendous power and strength of Hulk's body, finds a sudden escape as two sledgehammer fists beat a hole into the rock-hard ground below. He becomes a mole Hulk.
Yes.
He's burrowing beneath the earth, and now he says, "It's my turn."
Can you imagine
Yoink!
how horrible that would be?
Oh yeah. Good
That's
thing he
like-
wore his brown pants.
It's like snakes in a toilet or something.
Yeah. I was afraid growing up that a snake would come out of the toilet. Imagine if Hulk comes bursting out.
Right.
So he starts tearing apart the ship, and what is it but a disguised MiG, one of the Soviet jet planes. They just put some paper mache on it or
So
something.
now they think they've got the Hulk. They're going to take Rick.
You would have known from the beginning from those flimsy wheels. You
Oh,
would have known
heck
that was
yeah.
just some fake
Whoa.
spaceship. You fools, you're all trapped here. Your plane is wrecked. There's no way you can escape. Hurting that kid won't help you. Yes, we can. We got this one last helicopter. Oh, yeah?
I love
Boom.
that.
I like instead of taking out the whole copter, he just shears off the wheels. And like, well,
Right.
can't land without wheels. See you guys.
Right.
And look at how much space that text. You couldn't leave Kirby a nice panel to draw a big helicopter explosion. He's
sky,
like,
right.
let me write 2 paragraphs here. Take him, we give up. Stay back, do not harm us, we are your prisoners. Take off all your belts.
Ooh.
He's gonna pants us. He ties them together with all their own belts, like stitched together. And then
That's crazy. It
leaves
holds
them.
everybody.
You're taking a little trip, comrades. And he shoves them up the chute of the helicopter, attaches them there. I'm leaving you now, but if you're not on the way back to Vodka Land, by the time I hit Earth, I'll be back. And I won't be so easy on you next time. So the Hulk doesn't kill in this thinking version of
And
the
it
Hulk.
does look like he can control his descent.
Yeah, he's a lot more graceful. He's doing like a dab. He's doing like a cool pose.
Yes.
And then the shell of Mongu is discovered as a hoax by Thunderbolt Ross's men here.
But just like with the boss.
The spaceship was nothing but a camouflaged MiG. The alien was a phony suit in which a normal man was concealed. The whole thing was just one gigantic hoax. We found footprints and fingerprints that can only belong to the Hulk. He's involved in this somehow. Now he's doing hoaxes. That Hulk will stop at nothing. So let's see. The whole
That's
thing
so
must be his
sad.
doing. He wanted us to think that he defeated a menace from space. He wanted to be considered a hero. They thought that the Hulk did all this for clout. Battle with Space Gladiator rigged by Hulk. Public taken in by brazen hoax. Bus driver still
Aw.
drunk. So the scheme backfired, the supposed scheme, and we're back under the cave, the subterranean, ocean-facing cave beneath the sea. He's bathing himself once again with his toe knobs
Mm.
and the
Right?
radiation. So now he's turning back to Banner. It's over for now. You came through it okay. I was beginning to get worried about you. Boy, it sure is hard to believe that you were the strongest Joe on Earth just a little while ago. Let me lean on your shoulder, Rick. I'm tired, so tired.
Poor Bruce.
And so the world's most amazing human and the boy who shares his awesome secret slowly walk out in the light of day, hoping to have a long breathing spell, a long rest before the Incredible Hulk comes to life again. And that is it for issue number 4 of The Incredible Hulk from 1962. Join us next time for Incredible Hulk number 5, also from 1962. We're going to get to see the first appearance of Tyrannus the Mighty.
Tyrannus or Tyrannus?
Tyrannus. Yeah. Tyrannus is under the Earth, being sort of a Roman Caesar-like figure. He's a kind of related to the Mole Man, actually. They come into conflict later in Marvel's history. So he's like the more normal-looking Mole Man, and his minions are more like thoughtful and capable than the typical Moloid. So we'll get to that next issue. I don't want to spoil too much. So join us then, and thank you for tuning in to issue number 4 of Incredible Hulk Volume 1.